Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Peek into Pink. My name is Tammy Crayk Smith. I am a national sales director from Salt Lake City, Utah. Half the year I also live in Florida, but right now I'm at my home office in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we are just thrilled that you have decided to join us today. I want to thank all of the independent beauty consultants and sales directors who have invited guests to this special event. And we just want to really, truly thank the guests for taking your time to be here to support and help your beauty consultant with whatever it is that she's working on. So I'm not sure exactly what your beauty consultant said to you to ask you and invite you to this, but I want you to know that you are helping that beauty consultant move up her career path in Mary Kay. You might be helping her earn her very next career car. You might be helping her win a quarterly prize or an annual prize. But for whatever reason you are here, we just want to make sure that you know that we truly appreciate the time that you're investing here. Now, there are two types of guests that would join us. Number one would be the guest who is totally here to help your beauty consultant. You are just that kind of a person that when somebody needs help, you are one of the first to step up and offer the help. And she gets credit toward whatever she's working on for you being with us here today. The second person is actually looking into different business opportunities. Some of you are looking at opportunities. Some of you are looking carefully at Mary Kay, the business opportunity, to decide if it's something that you personally want to be part of. While some of you in a million years would never dream of being an independent beauty consultant, you love buying the product. You love being a customer. And what I want you to know is that whichever of those two guests you are tonight, again, your beauty consultant is thrilled that you promised that you would be here and that you showed up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you, at the end of this, choose to remain a loyal customer, that blesses our company and it blesses your beauty consultant. If you choose to start your own Mary Kay business based on what you hear, that's great too, because then you would be part of your beauty consultant's team. So for whatever reason, again, that you're here tonight, thank you for your time. We're going to make it worth your while. We love to give away some of our fabulous Mary Kay products in a drawing when we do Peek into Pink. And what we're going to have you do so that you can get your name in that drawing, this is super important, is in the comments, if you will type in your first and last name, and the first and last name of the beauty consultant that invited you, that's how I will find your address to mail your products that you may win at the end of this presentation. You must be present to win at the end, and I promise you this will be under an hour. I always try to do this under an hour, but make it fun and engaging. So we want you to engage with us in the chat. I have helpers on here with me that are going to be watching the chat, or I should say in the comments, and they will be answering any questions that you may have as we go along. And by the way, you get extra entries into our product drawings for every question you ask related to how our business opportunity works. So any question that I may not answer can be answered simultaneously if you'll just type it into the chat, and we want to reward you for that, okay? So the other thing you can do while we're going along here is at any point, if right now you already know that you've decided to become a beauty consultant, start your own Mary Kay business. I know some of you are here to make the final decision, and maybe you already have. Or if while I'm going along, you hear something that just really resonates with you and you're like, you know what? Maybe I will just do this for fun and friends, or for whatever reason. We'll talk about several reasons people start their businesses. But if at any point you decide, you know what, I would like to get in a free drawing for a free Mary Kay business opportunity, we're going to give one of those away this month as well. So you can type this into the comments at any point. I want in for free. That means I would love to be entered in a drawing to win a free Mary Kay business startup. Now, don't type it into the chat if that's not something you would ever want to do, because we do want someone to win that drawing that actually wants to start a business. So only type that in if you would like to at some point, because hey, if we're giving one away for free this month, it could be you. So we'll let you do that. Now, how are we gonna, what's the agenda here? First of all, I want to talk a lot about Mary Kay Cosmetics, the company, and all of the good that we do. Why? Because I think in this day and age, we as women primarily are very focused and intentional, if you will, about where we spend our money. We want to do business. I know I can speak for myself. I want to give my business to businesses that give back. What do I mean by that? Businesses that take a portion of their profits and make a difference in our communities, in our country. Okay. And so I really like to brag a little bit about Mary Kay. You may not even realize that every time you buy a mascara or a cleanser, anytime you do business with your Mary Kay beauty consultant, a portion of every single dollar is used in really cool ways around our country. So I get to share a little bit about that. Then I'm going to share with you just a little bit about my Mary Kay story, how I got into Mary Kay, what I love most about it, what it's done to change my life. And it might surprise you that it's not all about, money, that we make money and we earn cars and trips. And those are all great perks. But sometimes it's even more deep than that. And that certainly is part of my story. It's changed my life. It's helped me grow in confidence. It has helped me grow in courage. It has helped me just so much with self-improvement. And I believe that that has made me a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, a better sister. So I always love to share the difference that being part of this incredible, supportive organization has done for me. So I'm going to share just a little bit about my personal story. And then I do want to walk you through all of the different benefits about this business. And I think you'll be surprised by some of them. Of course, we know the regular ones, the money, the cars, and those kind of fun things, but it really truly is a self-improvement course that we get paid to take. So I'm excited to share. Now, when I finish, if this business opportunity is not something you need, because let's face it, we all need different things. And I may not talk about anything that you need more of in your life. And that's okay. Because in that case, the reason you're spending an hour here with us today is because there's someone in your life that does need to hear what I'm about to share. And you could be the messenger. Okay. And I know that for sure because that happened to me 28 years ago. I stumbled across a friend of mine in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it changed my life. And she was my messenger. So anyway, let's get started. So as I said, I want to talk a little bit about our company. Did you know that Mary Kay Cosmetics is about to celebrate its 59th year in business? Can you imagine? Some of you listening today were not even born when our company was started in 1963. And I get asked all the time, Tammy, there have been so many direct selling companies and in-home businesses that have come and gone. Why is Mary Kay still so strong? And in fact, we're stronger than ever. We just experienced our best year ever. Okay. And so we're breaking records even during these crazy times of the pandemic. It's been remarkable. And there are some reasons which I'll cover. But 1963, did you know that there was actually a woman named Mary Kay Ash? Yes, our company is named after Mary Kay Ash, who started this business in Dallas, Texas. And I'll tell you a little bit about her. Did you know that we have over 1,600 patents? Yes, patents on our ingredients and on our products. There are products that we sell that nobody else has or ever will because of the patents. Our products are tested more than pretty much any in the industry because we are really, really big. Our scientists, our company in general, will not release a product to the public that we don't have proof, a lot of proof, okay, in blind tests and all kinds of testing, that it works. So when you read a claim about a product, and boy, we have new ones coming out all the time, you guys, you can trust it. You can trust it. And we carry 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Yes, we do. And many of our products have earned the Good Housekeeping seal. So you can trust your Mary Kay products, but the patents are a really, really big deal. Did you know that we have contributed more than 80 million, yes, you heard that correctly, dollars we've donated through our Mary Kay Foundation since 1996 to help end domestic violence and cancers affecting women. Over $80 million. So That's what I said earlier, that when you choose to buy your skincare, your body care, any of your personal care items through your Mary Kay beauty consultant, that's what's happening. A portion of your purchase is going to help those two very important um, charities. Really. During the pandemic, our company donated an extra $10 million to keep domestic violence shelters open, just so they could keep their doors open across America. We also invested another 10 million in cancer research, specifically for cancers that affect women. So that is our company doing good. Another really important thing that is very important to me is how intent our company is on, we call it pink doing green. We are very concerned about our planet. And you may have heard that about 3 years ago, maybe 4 now, we invested over $100 million in a brand new manufacturing plant just outside of Dallas, Texas. Yep, right here in the USA. And $100 million, you guys. And the coolest thing about that plant is that nothing, I should say everything that comes out of that plant can be recycled. Nothing goes into a landfill ever, ever. You know, our compacts are recyclable, right? But even the waste that is produced by manufacturing our products is recycled. None of it goes into a landfill. And I know that some of you listening, that's extremely important to you. So our company spent a lot of extra money making our newest manufacturing plant here in the United States be able to earn that prestige accolade and title. So you can feel good about what we're doing for the planet, right? Well, I could go on and on and on, you guys, about the great things about our company, because there is a lot, really a lot of good that we do. But one of the things I'm most proud of is the principles and values that we stand upon. Our founder, as I addressed earlier, was Mary Kay Ash, and she has returned to heaven back in 2001. But she was written up in this book called Forbes' Greatest Business Stories. I hope you can see that in my lighting, of all times. Okay. Forbes' Greatest Business Stories of all times. It's about 20 entrepreneurs who changed the way we live and the way we do business. Now, there are 20 in the book, but only one of the entrepreneurs that Forbes chose to write up about was a female, and it was our very own Mary Kay Ash. So let me tell you who else she's considered as good as in this book. Walt Disney is in the book. Ray Kroc, who is the founder and creator of McDonald's. Sam Walton of Walmart and Sam's Club. Bill Gates. I mean, you guys, it goes on and on. Think of the success stories. Just John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford. Those are the people that Mary Kay Ash was written about in this awesome book. So pick it up and read her chapter for sure. But she was brilliant beyond her years and her time, because she had actually invested 20 years of her own life in direct selling. Way, way back in the 40s and 50s, she was involved with World Gift, if you've ever heard of that company, and Stanley Home Products. She was a single mom raising 3 little kids and working from home with freedom and flexibility to be able to put her family before her career was of utmost importance. So that's one of the things that she valued most. So when she retired from those 2 companies, she decided she was going to write a book. And it was going to be about the pros and cons of direct selling for women. And as she started making lists of the pros and the cons, she realized she had in front of her the perfect recipe for the perfect business opportunity for women at the time, back in 1960s, right? So she decided, you know what? I'm going to find a product and I'm going to start a company. And she did. That's how the whole thing got started. And when people ask me, why is Mary Kay so successful? I always have 2 answers. We are still around 59 years later because of our products. Because of our products. Again, I told you earlier, they do what they say they will do. And we guarantee it 100%. If you bought a lipstick and you still have it from 1963 and you returned it to your beauty consultant, our company would back you up and that beauty consultant that sold it to you and refund your money or replace it with a product of equal value. No questions asked. How many companies will do that? So we can stand behind our products because it's that good. And people use our products for a lifetime. So when you have a legitimate product that people love and they buy it over and over and over, think of like Coca-Cola, right? The companies that have lasted the test of time, it's because people truly love the product. They can't live without it. Okay, so that's reason number one. The second reason is what I'm about to tell you, and that is our marketing and business plan. You truly can make as much money as you choose to make still in this day and age, 59 years later, with a Mary Kay business because of the products and the new ones we're always coming out with. We stay on the cutting edge, you guys, of all things skincare and cosmetics. And we invest millions and millions of dollars in research and development every year to make sure that we are right up there with the best of the best. And you can't beat our prices for the quality anywhere. You can find incredible quality skincare and cosmetics. Yes, you can. There's a lot of great companies out there, but they're very expensive, okay? Because we don't pay high mall rent to sell our products, and we don't pay people to stand behind counters to sell them. All of that money that is saved in marketing products is passed on to the customer. That's why you can get an equal quality, I promise you, of product through your Mary Kay beauty consultant that you can go buy at, let's say, Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom or Dillard's, high-end lines that we compete with, but they can't compete with our price, okay? So that's part of it, that because the product is so good and people buy it over and over and over, our marketing plan works as well. Okay, so those are the two reasons. That tells you a little bit about our company and our founder, Mary Kay Ash. And now I just want to move on and share with you what I said I would about my Mary Kay story, because it's kind of funny how it happened, and it's really quite shocking, actually, that I ever got involved with skincare and makeup and the beauty industry, because that's just not who I was. I was a tomboy. I was a stay-at-home mom. I never wore makeup unless we were going out on some hot date, and if I did wear makeup, it was mascara and clear Vaseline on my lips. That was my whole routine, okay? Because I didn't wear makeup. I don't know why. I just never got into it. And so it's very strange that it ever even happened to me. But here's what happened. So in 1994, and again, some of you listening were not even born, I found myself really going kind of crazy as a stay-at-home mom. I loved having that opportunity, right, to not have to work to put food on the table or a roof over our head. I was very, very blessed, very fortunate that my husband was able to, financially support our family on his own. And I loved being a stay-at-home mom, but my kids were 3 and 8 by that time. And my daughter was in school full time, and my son was going to preschool because he was a real social little butterfly and really needed that. And so I found myself kind of rattling around the house like a lost marble, and the house was as clean as it could possibly be, as organized as it could possibly be. And I was like, I've got more in me. I can do more. I can have a small business or something. I just wanted to grow as a person. I wanted to get my confidence back, because I'll be honest, I had kind of lost some of my confidence as a stay-at-home mom. I needed something for Tammy. So I was kind of praying about it and really looking around and researching things. And as luck would have it, on New Year's Eve of 1993, going into 94, right? We went to Las Vegas to watch Barbra Streisand perform her very first ever live concert. Yes, huge fans of Barbra Streisand. And I'm so glad we did, because when I got to Las Vegas, I ran into my girlfriend, Julianne Nagel, who is a national sales director today, also with Mary Kay. We hold the same position. And I hadn't seen her in 6 years. And we lived so close to each other. We both lived in Salt Lake City, never ran into each other. And now it's New Year's Eve in the craziest city in America, I think, on New Year's Eve, Las Vegas. Maybe New York is the only other crazy. But yeah, there she was, standing in the lobby of the MGM Grand Hotel. and we ran smack dab into each other. And I believe it was meant to be, just like I believe you're meant to be listening to this today. I don't think this is an accident. You're either supposed to hear what I'm going to say, or somebody you know and care about needs to hear this. So anyway, I will only share a mini portion of that story, but we decided to have dinner the night after the concert because I hadn't seen her in so long. We wanted to catch up on our kids and our lives and our jobs and whatnot. So we had dinner. And during dinner, she was sharing with me that she had just purchased a brand new house. Now, Julianne was a single mom at the time, raising 3 tiny little kids. I think all of them were under the age of like 9 or 10. And so the last time I had seen her was 6 years earlier, as I said, and they were struggling to get by. It was tough, living in a rental home, just really struggling. And so fast forward 6 years later, and we're in Las Vegas, and she's bought this brand new home. She's still single, mind you, qualified for this home that at the time, this is 28 years ago, was $300,000. In today's market, it would be probably $600,000-700,000 for that same house, if not more. And she qualified for it on her own. And I said, Julianne, you've completely changed your life in 6 years. What are you doing? Where are you working? And that was kind of funny because during dinner, we'd been talking all about her Mary Kay business. She was excited about it. She loved it. It had, raised her self-esteem and self-confidence. And she just loved all the people she worked with. And it was such a positive environment. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. But I always looked at in-home businesses as kind of like hobby things people did on the side, not as legitimate careers where you could literally afford to live on it, right? But she was. So I was really intrigued with it. And I said, well, tell me more, So she told me a little bit more about how it all worked. But at the end of the conversation, I still couldn't wrap my brain around how is she going to afford this house all by herself? Because I hadn't asked her how much money she was making. Well, I finally got up the courage, and we were good friends, so it wasn't too big of a stretch. But I just said, Julianne, that house, that's not cheap. 28 years ago, a $300,000 home. And I said, are you sure you can do this on your own? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, do you mind if I ask you what you're making? And she told me. And at the time, it was between $8,000 and $18,000 a month. And I know as of today, Julianne has made in excess of like $56,000 in 1 month. She's made, I think, well over $6-7 million. Yeah. And she doesn't even have a college degree, and neither do I. Neither of us went to college. But anyway, I was happy for her, but I still didn't believe it 100%. Have you ever been there? So it's not that like my friend would lie to me, but my brain couldn't compute that you could make that kind of money, $8,000 to $18,000 a month back then. That's in today's numbers. Again, that would be double. If your girlfriend told you she was doing something from home and she was making $16,000 to $36,000 a month, would you believe it? So I needed more proof, right? So when we got home from Las Vegas, I'll be honest, I did not want to start my own Mary Kay business. I just couldn't see myself doing it. So if you're that person that is like, I'm just not the type, I get it. I thought the same thing. But what I have found is there is no type. There is no type. There is no age. There is, it's been very interesting. Well, actually, if I'm being honest, there is a type of person. Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for women who want more time with their families, more income, more freedom, more flexibility, just more, right? More fun, more friends. If you don't want anything different than you're currently getting, then working for yourself is probably not a good idea. So if there is a type, it's the type who is sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they just want more. Or maybe you're just looking for that connection with people. Aren't we all, after what we've been through these last couple of years with, the pandemic, connection, looking for courage, looking for confidence, all of that. I know it sounds crazy, but I've gained all of that through this awesome opportunity. So anyway, I got home from Vegas and I couldn't stop thinking about, what Julianne had told me. But I still, was thinking, no, that particular business isn't for me. But I called Julianne up and I asked her if she had some written material on the marketing plan that I could come over and get and read, because I wanted to see it in print. I wanted to really understand, if they make that kind of money, how did they make that kind of money? How does it really work? Who pays the commissions? Are those cars really, does the company really pay for the cars and all those kind of things? She said, yes, I've got plenty of stuff. Come on over. You can see my brand new house. And I was excited about that. So the very next day, it was so fun, you guys. I got all dressed up. And as a stay-at-home mom, I never got dressed up. I felt like I was going to this business meeting, right, with my friends. So I got dressed up and did my hair and still didn't wear any makeup. I think I may have put mascara on that day, but drove over to her house and got to see the home. Oh my gosh, to see your friend go from rags to riches like that in such a short time frame. I was like, man, all single moms need to hear about this. This is a really cool real life Cinderella story. So anyway, we spent some time touring her house, and then I asked her again. I said, Julianne, I got to be honest. I just cannot wrap my brain around how you're going to afford this and how you're making that kind of money. Can you show me some commission checks? And she said, sure. The company actually sends us, color copies of our commission checks every month. A copy, not just the original check, but the copy, because back then they mailed us our checks, right? Now we get direct deposited. But she said, I just got mine. And so she whipped it out of the envelope and showed it to me. And lo and behold, that check said right on there, commissions for the month of, I think it was November, because she'd received them in December. And it was said right on it, made out to the order of Julianne Nagel. And it said that month. And it was 1 month income. Again, you guys, that was 28 years ago. Can you imagine? So I was convinced it was true. But I still couldn't see myself doing it. So I went home and I read through the material she gave me. And what finally did it for me was when I read Mary Kay Ash's story, and I got to know the woman behind the company and her purpose for starting our company. She did not start this company to become a multi-millionaire billionaire. Has it happened? Yes, but that was not her goal. She had it in her heart to create and provide an opportunity for women back then. It was strictly for women. We have many successful male consultants and directors, and now even a male national sales director in our company that do very well. But her heart in the 1963 was to create this opportunity that women didn't have back then, to have an unlimited business opportunity with no glass ceiling on how much you could make if you were willing to work, to have the freedom and flexibility. And we know as moms, those of you that are moms or even aunts, right, that want to be around your nieces and nephews, we want freedom. We want flexibility. We want to be able to call the shots, right? And so she wanted to create that, and boy, did she. So when I read about the principles and values that this company was built upon, the golden rule is a big part of our company. She took God as her business partner, and was not afraid to talk about it. Wow. I just wanted to meet the woman. So I remember thinking, you know what? I just want to do this, even if I just buy my own products at cost, even if I never make any money doing it. So I talked to my husband about it, and he was very encouraging. He said, Tammy, it's the perfect thing. There's no minimums. There's no quotas. You don't have to order every month. You don't have to sell anything if you don't want to. And so he said, give it a try. So after a couple of days of, my insecurities going back and forth, I finally called Julianne up and said, okay, I think I want to do this. And as long as you'll teach me and train me and help me and show me what you've done, I will be a good student. And you guys, the rest is history. So I'm telling all of you that are listening, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired and you're ready for something different, that's all you have to have is desire for change or increase in your life and the desire to work for it. You have mentors. Myself, I would be your national sales director. You have a sales director. You have a beauty consultant. You have a company, a multi-billion-dollar global operation. We are in over 40 countries outside of the United States at any given time. Yeah, you have that all behind you with such incredible online training or person-to-person training, as much or as little as you choose. So it's not a matter of, could I succeed? It's a matter of, do you want to? Okay. So with that, I got started and I just committed to being a good student. And aren't we always, when women decide they're going to learn something, a new skill, a new talent, a new craft, and we put our heart and souls into it? I think women are pretty amazing, very amazing. We can do anything we really throw our hearts over the line on. And so I gave her that promise. And within, I think it was 2 weeks, I was in qualification to earn my first career car. That was not the plan, you guys. I was just going to come in for fun. I needed to get out of the house every once in a while. I needed to hang around positive, happy, motivated, sharp, kind, generous, positive women that were going somewhere. That's all I wanted. And look what happened, because I was teachable and trainable and willing. So I ended up earning that car 4 months into starting my business. Now, you may ask, does that happen for everybody? Well, only the people that want it to happen for. That's what I'll answer. People ask me all the time, how many people really succeed? And the true answer is every single one that wants to. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It is a business plan that works if you work. So earned that car. And even though I didn't really need Mary Kay to give me this car to drive, my husband paid for the car I drove, right? But there was something about that when I picked up that car that just clicked with me. I was like, Tammy, you're blessed. You have a husband that provides for your family. Not all families can afford to have their mom be home to raise their kids. Not all college students have their own vehicle. I mean, it just resonated with me. Like I could help change the world, right? And I love teaching. I love helping people grow and succeed. It was just the perfect fit. So it wasn't necessarily the cosmetics and skincare, although, man, I use them and boy, do I love them. And I've learned so much about taking care of your own skin and your own health and, you know, the value of looking good to feel good. It changes everything, right? But I was all about the leadership plan and helping as many people as I possibly could have the life that they truly wanted to live. So friends, we sell amazing products, but what we really truly sell is hope. Hope for the future you want to create, whatever that may be. So let's go into some of the other benefits. Now we all know that because I've explained to you, you know, Julianne has made incredible money. I have so many friends that are sales directors and top sales directors and national sales directors in Mary Kay. I mean, we're talking hundreds, probably really more like thousands that have already made over $1 million with their careers. I've made almost 6 million now. And I don't throw those numbers around, you know, carelessly. I can prove it. I can back it up, right? The money we've made. Does everybody make millions? No, only the ones that want to. Okay. But I figured if I'm going to go to work or I'm going to start a business, I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to go with a business that is proven, has a proven track record. I'm going to be the best student, the best copycat there ever was. Because if you copy the right cat, you can always succeed, right? So I did that. But anyway, it's not all about the money, but I think it's important to understand how we make our money. So 3 avenues of income. Number 1, selling the product. That is a no-brainer. There's many different ways to market the product, which we will share with you, which will teach you from day one, how to do a skincare class presentation in under an hour, right? How to take care of your customers after they purchase the product so that they purchase reorders, right? Once you build your customer base to the size that you want, because our product is consumable, you can just service your existing customer base and continually be paid over and over again. So, you know, selling the product is incredible. And we do make a 50% profit. That's important for you to understand. That's one reason that a lot of direct selling companies don't last a long time, is because they're not generous enough with their profit margin. When you're making 50% profit on every item you sell, and then you take your operating expenses out of that, okay? And we try to keep our expenses between 5 and 10%. Well, we work from home, so we don't have like a rent that we pay. Anyway, won't go into all those details, but you know, if you keep your expenses low, even at 10%, if it costs you 10% to run your business, you're still pocketing 40%. Now, if you're talking about some other direct selling company that only gives you 25% profit, or maybe 30, 35, and then you take 10% out, pretty soon it's just not worth it, right? But because Mary Kay's profit margin for every beauty consultant is the same. We all buy our products directly from Mary Kay, directly from the manufacturer, and sell directly to our customers. Everybody, if you started today, you would get your 50% discount. I've been in 28 years. I get a 50% discount. everyone gets the same discount. That's why it's not a multi-level situation. Okay. So how does that work? Well, when we buy the products from the company, it's just like your grocery store. This is how I like to explain it. When you buy Campbell's soup, for example, okay, Campbell's manufacturing sold that soup to your grocery store, right? So your grocery store bought the soup at cost. Okay, we call that wholesale. They put it on the shelves. You and I, the customers, come into the store. We purchase the product at the checkout counter for retail, right? So the store makes the profit on the product. It's called dual marketing. Same concept with Mary Kay. We buy the products, every single one of us, directly from Mary Kay, sell them directly to our customers. We buy it at wholesale, we sell it at retail. Okay, so you can make as much as you want. A typical skincare class with 6 adult women is going to be anywhere, and again, this is very broad, very typical, anywhere from 0. You're going to have some 0 classes because maybe women didn't need any skincare yet. Maybe they still have some. They're waiting to run out. All the way up to, I've had parties myself that are over $1,000. But the typical average with 6 adult women who are interested in taking care of their skin and looking good is going to be somewhere between 200 and 400. Okay. And your profit is 50%. So if it's a bad class at 200 retail, you still made $100 in 1 hour. And when those customers run out and they call you to reorder, you don't do another skincare class. They already know how to use the product. You just simply deliver the product to them or you drop ship it to them. Okay. But you get paid again and it's still 50%. Okay. So the profit from the product sales can be phenomenal. I have women in my own organization that sell 40, 50, 60,000 a year. Okay. They're making 30, 40,000 a year profit minus their expenses. Okay. Working from home just on that one avenue of income, right? There are people in our company that sell 100,000 or more a year working from home. And a lot of these women have full-time jobs on top of their Mary Kay business. Okay. So, the second avenue of income, oh, and by the way, selling the product, we have fun things like all the holidays. We have executive gift businesses we offer to gentlemen, right? Think of all of your family and friends that have fathers or fathers-in-law or husbands that don't know what to buy. You can provide a gift giving service every time there's a holiday. Let's take your brother-in-law, for example. He says, sign me up. Just call me every Valentine's Day, Christmas, her birthday, anniversary, Mother's Day, just let me know what you've got. And we always have brand new products, coming out every quarter. So there's always something new and fresh. And we provide that service. So lots of ways to sell your product. We are heading into the spring season right now as I'm recording this, and Mother's Day is upon us. And we are letting all of our customers know for whatever you need for Easter baskets or Mother's Day sales or weddings this summer, wedding showers, bridal showers, baby showers. So that's fun to have a gift service as well. So, and of course, reorders come from those products too. So then let's move on. The second avenue of income would be our car program, right? So when I earned my very first car, and by the way, I haven't had a car payment in 28 years, but Mary Kay has replaced my car every other year for 28 years. We get brand new cars as long as we continue to do our job and do our work, which any company would require, right? They just call us up and say, hey, time to order your new car. And that's been a blessing to my family because when you free up the expense of a car for your family, I did some math not too long ago and figured out between taxes, licensing, registration, insurance, car payments, repairs, it costs a typical family $10,000 a year just to maintain one vehicle, let alone if you're paying for 2, right? Mary Kay pays the taxes, the licensing, the registration, a huge portion of your insurance. That's all based on your driving record, okay, and your age. And mine, they pay 100% as a national sales director, and I have a perfect driving record, okay? So I pay no car insurance. And I can have one qualified driver on there too. So my husband's always insured on my Mary Kay cars. So they make the lease payments because the company leases the cars. And then that's how they can give us new ones so often is their 2 to 3 year leases, okay? So why is that an avenue of income? Because it frees up all that money you're spending on car repairs and taxes, licensing, insurance, all those kind of things. So that's huge. It saved my family over $300,000. $300,000. I've kept track of it in the 28 years I've been in Mary Kay. Gang, that pays 2 kids' college educations. My little 3-year-old and 8-year-old when I started are now 31 and 36, and they both have had their college paid for with no debt, all because of that one avenue of income, the car program. We just started putting that money away in their savings accounts that we no longer had to pay for that car payment. And I earned that car on 15 hours a week. It wasn't even a part-time job. And if you're teachable and trainable, I can teach you that exact same program. And we just had a consultant in our national area earn another one. Her name is Suzanne Gleave. So Suzanne, I'm sure you're listening. Anyway, so she's proven just again, yep, during the pandemic in these crazy times, it still happens. And she did the exact same plan. Okay, so then the third avenue of income is team building. You can take advantage of it or you do not have to. And I love that about our marketing plan, that you can just sell the product and make great money. Okay. But if you want to be a teacher and a trainer and a mentor, if that's a passion for you to help other people succeed as well, like it was for me, you would love our career path. And you get to promote yourself up the career path any time you choose. When you do the work and you check all the boxes that are required for each level up our career path, you automatically get the promotion. It's not like a limited number of people who can become a team leader, a car driver, a sales director, a national sales director. There's no limit on the positions like there is in corporate America, right? So I've loved that. As a very self-motivated, self-driven person, it was frustrating in corporate America when I could not get the promotion because somebody else had been there longer or somebody else had a college degree and I didn't. That was frustrating to me because I knew nobody could outwork me, right? But in Mary Kay, every time I wanted a promotion and I did everything that was required for the promotion, 100% of the time, I got the promotion all the way to the top as a national sales director today. And I love that about our business plan. Okay, so how does the team building work? Well, if, let's say, you signed up to become a beauty consultant today after listening to the presentation, you would not buy the products from your consultant. I've already said everybody buys directly from the manufacturer. So every time you place an order to Mary Kay to deliver to your customers or to buy and use yourself, right? The company is obviously making a profit. Remember Campbell's Soup? When they sell their soup to your grocery store, Campbell's Soup makes a profit. That's what they're in business to do. So Mary Kay Cosmetics makes a profit when they sell at wholesale to us. And then we make our profit when we sell to the customer, right? Well, Mary Kay Ash, our founder, who I already told you about, decided in her marketing plan, she was going to do it differently than the company she worked for. She, as the business owner of Mary Kay Cosmetics, they were going to pay the commissions out of their profit so that the profits didn't have to come out of the beauty consultants, right? That's where you get into that everybody makes a different discount. She didn't want to do that. She wanted the company to pay all the commissions, and they always have. They always have. That's how it's been set up, and it should be, right? Because if you sign up because I explained this to you and your beauty consultant invited you to listen, we're sending Mary Kay Cosmetics their new customer, you, to buy from them. They didn't do the work. We did the work, right? So they should pay your recruiter that invited you and your sales director and national sales director for helping build the company. That's where all direct selling companies should pay their commissions, but they don't. Okay. So anyway, the commissions can be very, very generous, you guys. I don't know of another company that has as generous of a commission structure that we do. And, that's why there's so many women in Mary Kay who've made well over $1 million, $2 million. My friend just retired at over $16 million. Actually, she made more than that. That's just what the company counts as in your retirement, 16 million. And she has a master's degree from Harvard, right? Unlike me, that has no college degree. I think I have an associate degree, very, very little thing. But anyway, seriously, imagine if you're going to work, why not work for you where the income opportunity is unlimited? So anyway, the commissions can be incredible if you love helping other people, like I said. So that is our money part of our benefits in a nutshell. And it's completely up to you. What you make, people say, well, how much will I make? I'm like, it depends on how much you want. right? And we have a different business plan for every person. Some of our people work full-time jobs. Some of them work a part-time and a full-time job, and they only have a couple hours a week. So it's whatever, we customize it to your lifestyle and your desire, which we'll do with you as soon as you join, okay? All right, so then what are the other benefits? Well, the main ones I want to talk about are the benefits that I personally have experienced. And again, I don't want to be repetitive, but I want people to hear me, especially in this day and age. I think right now we need courage. We need confidence. We need to believe in ourselves. We need other people to believe in us. We need a support system of positive people around us. Aren't you tired of all of the negative that's out there? I'm so grateful that I've been in this pink Mary Kay bubble for these past crazy almost 2.5 years now. I don't know what I would have done without the positive environment every day to immerse myself in. I'm thankful for your beauty consultants. They're part of my Mary Kay family, and together we support each other. So that's been, for me, that was the reason I came in for Fun and Friends. And it's still to this day right up there with the income, the cars, the trips. I have earned, I think it's 26 trips now all over the world. So if you'd love to travel, that's available to you. We're getting ready to go to Hawaii with Mary Kay, where they will pay all the expenses. We're staying at the Four Seasons Hotel. So, how great can you stand it? But again, in today's world, I just feel like those are the other things that we need the most. And I have been so blessed to gain those with Mary Kay. You will never find a better group of humans to do life with, because just of our culture, the culture, we're different. We're different. We lead differently. Our company is built on so many, like I told you before, the concept of the golden rule. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. We are built on believing that you can put God first in your life, your family next, and your career can come third instead of in the opposite order. So if any of this appeals to you, I hope you will consider giving yourself a chance. 28 years ago, I came this close to saying no. And it was my husband at the time that said, Tammy, if you try it, you're going to know. If you don't try it, you're always going to wonder, what if? And I'm so glad he said that, because it took the fear out of it for me. And I just chose to be teachable, right? And he did say, the worst thing that could happen if you sign up is you get your own products at an incredible discount. It's like buying a Costco or a Sam's Club membership. And he was right. I got to buy my own products at 50% off, right? And all the gifts that I would give people for birthdays, I thought it was like, it's a wholesale club, right? But it ended up becoming so much more than that. But what he was trying to say is this, it can't hurt you. It can't hurt you. So how do you sign up? Well, it's all done online. Your beauty consultant can send you a link that you click on, you fill out the information. You can choose to pay $30 right now. We have a pandemic special, basically. It's called the eStart. For $30, you can start your own Mary Kay business. I'm not kidding. That gives you a beautiful professional website to advertise your business through. It gives you access to ProPay, which is the what we use to process debit cards and credit cards, so people can order from you on your website or over the phone. So honestly, you guys, you can't even take your family out to dinner for $30. So there's nothing to lose, right? If you want to buy the starter kit with all of the supplies and the materials and the training stuff, you can. That's an additional $100. So for $130, you get the whole kit. And I wish I knew technology well enough to pop that up on the screen right now, but your beauty consultant can show you what comes in the kit. It's over $400 worth of full-sized Mary Kay products to demo, and all of the tools that you need, like the trays and the mirrors to do live in-person parties with. We do a lot of parties live. We do a lot of parties virtually. We learned how to do that with the pandemic. So it just opened up so many other opportunities, but you will be trained if you choose to engage and be trained by the best of the best. So either a $30 investment or a $130 investment buys your kit, and we get you going the minute you sign up. Like, we'll give you your very first training, right? And we'll sit with you and discuss what your dreams are. What do you want out of the business? Because everybody is different. Okay. I do get asked sometimes, Tammy, are there any other, is there any other money you have to spend? Do you have to buy inventory to have on hand to sell to your customers? And the answer is no. The only thing you have to do is that $30 or the 130. Can you invest in some inventory so that you have stuff on hand to deliver right away? Absolutely. I love that our company allows us to stock it. They will ship it for us to our customers, but I like having it in my house because our biggest competitor is Amazon. And I've got to be able to match or beat their delivery. So I chose to have an inventory, but not everybody does. That's not something you even need to worry about right now. It's a secondary decision. Right now, you just have to ask yourself, so why am I here today? Why did I tune in? I did it to help my beauty consultant. She's going to get credit for you being here. But why did you need to be here? Did you hear something that you needed to hear? Are you ready to give yourself a chance to build some courage on yourself, right? If so, just text your beauty consultant, but type into the comments here, I want in for free, because we will do a drawing at the end of the calendar month that you're listening to this in for a free opportunity. So you can get started now, and whoever wins that will get reimbursed. Don't wait for the drawing, right? Just get in for free, get in the free drawing. Okay, so I'm also going to be giving away several fabulous, some of my most favorite Mary Kay products to 3 of the guests listening today. And so make sure that you have signed your first and last name and your beauty consultant's first and last name. If you don't put her first and last name or his first and last name that invited you to listen, I can't find you and your address, okay, to mail it. And we're going to do this drawing first thing tomorrow morning. And then I will personally mail you a little note with your product that you won, and your beauty consultant will notify you that you're a winner to be on the lookout for the products that I'm sending you. But thank you so much for tuning in. To get your name in an even more exciting drawing, your beauty consultant has a questionnaire. She can send you the link to it about what you heard today. Do you have any feedback for us? Do you have any advice on how we could make this presentation even better? What did you love that you heard? Would you consider being a beauty consultant? So there's 5 to 6 questions on it. And that's how your consultant gets credit for you being here, because that survey goes straight to her director, and it says Jane Brown was a guest of Sarah Johnson, and she knows you were here listening. And then we get your feedback so that we can make improvements to our presentations all the time. Now, here's the cool thing. My sales directors all do monthly drawings, and you might win a gift card to your favorite store, your favorite restaurant. You might win a designer handbag or wallet, or, I mean, they give away some really cool stuff, sometimes just cold hard cash. Okay, so definitely get your name in that drawing as well with your beauty consultant's sales director, just by taking less than 5 minutes to fill out the link that your beauty consultant will now send you. And beauty consultants, if you're new and you don't know what that link is, just text your director, and she can text that link right back to you, send it off to your guest, because it's fresh on her mind right now. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for spending time with us here today. My hope and my prayer is always that somehow, some way in this 1 hour, I was able to make a positive impact on your life. So thank you for being with us today. And thank you to my helpers who were in the comments, giving all of the answers and feedback. I couldn't do it without you. And guests, one more time, we value that you are a Mary Kay customer. We would love to have you on our team. The choice is really yours, because it's a win-win for our company, whether you stay a loyal customer and buy from your beauty consultant, or if you decide to start your own business. We are blessed either way. So thanks again for your time, and have an incredibly blessed rest of your week. Goodbye, everybody.